Well, now let us discuss about male reproductive system in detail. Okay, so the male reproductive system consists of these many organs. One is testes, epididymis, vas deferens, penis and accessory glands. And these accessory glands comprises of seminal vesicle, prostate gland and Cowper's gland. Okay, you can also see that I have represented the male reproductive system diagrammatically, right? So this is how the testes looks like, and epididymis on top of it, and the vas deferens, you can see that, right? And the three different glands, whatever I have marked in a blue color are the glands, right? This is a prostate gland, this is a seminal vesicle, and this is a Cowper's gland. Okay, and you can also see that this is the urethra which is running all along this line, and this is the penis. Okay, so this is a complete male reproductive system. Okay, so now let us understand each and every organ in detail, right? Yes, so this is a testis, which is a oval shaped structure which is present inside a bag like structure called as scrotum, or we also called it as a scrotal sac. Okay, so it is like a very thin walled, thin skin walled structure inside which the testes are present, and this scrotum or a scrotal sac remains outside the abdominal cavity, or we also call it as extra abdominal cavity. So why the testes are kept in this extra abdominal cavity, or why it is kept in the scrotal sac? Yes, there is an importance of it. See, this scrotal sac, it maintains the temperature like 1 to 3 degrees Celsius lesser than the normal body temperature. Okay, so this favors the production of sperm. So in turn, it helps in the process of spermatogenesis, right? So as it maintains the lower temperature, right, up to 1 to 3 degree lesser temperature than a normal body temperature, it favors the production of sperms. So that is why the testes are kept in the extra abdominal cavity inside this bag like structure called as scrotum, right? Now you can also see that tubular or a duct like structure which is running from this testes, right? So that is nothing but we call it as vas deferens. Okay, and you can see that the coiled like structure which is just on top of this testis, right? It is stickened to this testis itself. So what is the importance of this epididymis then? Okay, see, I told you that the testes will be producing sperms, right? So first main function of the testes is to produce the sperms. We also call that as spermatogenesis. And the second main function of the testes is to produce a sex hormone called as testosterone. Okay, so understood, right? The main function of testes is to produce the sperms and to produce a testosterone sex hormone, right? And now you can see a coil like structure which is just present on top of this testis. So this is what we call it as a epididymis, right? So the produced sperms are kept in these epididymis, okay, until they get matured. So basically it acts as a storehouse for these sperms. Okay, the sperms will develop maturity and also motility in this epididymis. See, basically sperms which are produced in the testes will be like this, something like this. Okay, but they develop motility in the epididymis. Okay, they become mature and they also get a tail-like structure, okay, which helps in the movement, right? When they go into a female tract, it is required for them to move to reach the female gamete, right? So for that this tail is required. So they become matured and they develop motility in this epididymis. Clear, right? So these are the important things about testes and epididymis, right? Yes. So next you can see that the vas deferens, which is a tubular elongated structure which mainly helps in the transportation of produced sperms. Okay, and yes, next comes the penis. So the penis, you can see that it's a long elongated muscular organ which is mainly made up of erectile tissue. Okay, so it is mostly made up of erectile tissue. So what happens during the time of intercourse or during a copulation or during sexual activity, the blood will enter inside this erectile tissue, which will make the penis to become erect. Okay, and then during copulation, this penis is inserted into a female reproductive part, nothing but it is inserted into a vagina to transfer the sperms from a male reproductive part to a female reproductive part. Okay, and you can also see that the opening, right, which is coming out from the bladder, urinary bladder, and the vas deferens, both are combining, both are fusing to form what? The urethra. So urethra basically is a common opening for both urination as well as for the semen ejaculation, which means that in male there will be only one opening for the urination as well as for the semen ejaculation. To ejaculate the sperms as well as to ejaculate the urine, there is only one opening, which is urethra, which is going through this penis. Clear? Okay, and then we have got these accessory glands which compromises of these seminal, prostate and Cowper's gland. Okay, so you can see that whenever the vas deferens or whenever the sperms, right, when it travels through this vas deferens, right, you can see that the secretions of the prostate gland as well as the seminal vesicle will be added to this sperms. Okay, it also serves as a nourishment for these sperms. Okay, and because of this secretion, the sperms, right, the sperms will be something like this, and the prostate and the seminal vesicle will be adding their secretion to that, and it will form a grayish white color fluid called as semen. Okay, and this semen is nothing but it's a combination of sperms and the secretion. Sperms and secretion from the prostate and the seminal vesicle. Clear? Okay, so then you have the Cowper's gland, which is next to this urethra itself, right? See, basically, as I told you before just now, that the urethra is a common opening for both urination as well as for the semen ejaculation during sexual intercourse. So there are chances that the sperms might die because of acidic content of a urine. So in order to neutralize that effect, the Cowper's gland will secrete, okay, this Cowper's gland will secrete a alkaline content. It secretes a alkaline content to the same secretion. Okay, so that what happens, it neutralizes the effect of the acid content of the urine, so that the sperms will not die, right? So we understood the importance of all three glands. So now just to brief a male reproductive system again, right? So you can see that this is a testes, a oval shaped structures will be present inside a scrotal sac, right, in order to maintain a lesser body temperature than a normal body temperature, so that it favors the production of sperms, nothing but spermatogenesis. Okay, and also testes will produce a testosterone hormone. It is a sex hormone which also induces a secondary sexual characters in males. Fine. And then you have a epididymis. It acts as a storage house for the produced sperms. They are kept until they get matured, and also they will develop a motility in this epididymis. And then this vas deferens acts as a transportation tube for the sperms, right? And for these sperms, the secretion from prostate and the seminal vesicle as well as from the Cowper's gland is added, right? The secretion from prostate and seminal vesicle acts as a nourishment, right, for the sperms, and that that combination of sperms plus the secretion, gland secretion, you call it as a semen. So semen is something like a grayish white fluid which is ejaculated during a sexual intercourse time, right? And the Cowper's gland secretion is a alkaline which neutralizes the acid effect of a urine, right? And this is a penis, right, which is mainly made up of a erectile tissue. So during intercourse it will become erect and it is inserted inside a female reproductive part, right, for the transfer of these motile sperms from male reproductive part to a female reproductive part for the purpose of fertilization, right? So in detail we will discuss about the female reproductive system as well, and also how the fertilization happens, plus about the reproductive health going forward, right? If you find this video useful, please like, share and subscribe the channel, and do not forget to click on a bell icon. Thanks for watching.